Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. You know, we believe that, and that's not just for the fountain, but we believe God's blessings are flowing all over the world and all over the earth. Sometimes we don't see his blessings because we're so focused on the other things that happen, those things that distract us, those things that detract us. But make sure you put your focus on what God is doing, because God is opening up windows of heaven, pouring us out blessings that there's not room enough to receive them. Our text today, I invite you to look with me at Romans, the 11th chapter, verses 33 through 36. What a powerful word. He writes to us, Paul does, to the church of Rome. He says, "Oh, how great is our God's riches and wisdom and knowledge. How impossible it is for us to understand his decisions and his ways." You know, he begins to cause us to pause, to think about God's riches and God's wisdom. You know, God is so awesome that he used his reservoir of riches and created the heavens and the earth. You know, there is nothing impossible for our God. Our God just thinks things into being and they happen. You know, just as when he created the world, he spoke it all into being. Oh, I remember that great poem of the creation by James Weldon Johnson. And God said, and God did, and all of that happened, and how God created this world. In the book of Genesis, it says how God told everything to happen, and it happened just like he said it would. You know, it is impossible for us to fully understand God's decision and God's ways, but we can read his word and see through him by salvation history, how those who have seen the hand of the Lord at work, how we can get a glimpse of what God has done. You know, God's thoughts are higher than our thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways. As far as the heaven is above the earth, how far is his ways above ours? But we can take a glimpse of what God has done by reading what others have said and how it's accounted in his word. When you and I begin to look back and think about all that God has done for us, how can we pay it back to him? Well, it's impossible. But what we can do is we can give God the best that we have. Give him our total being. Give him our total selves. And everything comes from him. And everything exists by his power and his majesty. You know, I can't help but think about that song that says, "Oh Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth." Oh, I love to hear that song sang. I've heard that song sang by some great soloists, and God used their voices for his glory. I hope today that you and I can sing or play in the echoes of our minds and in the reservoirs of our spirit those songs that said, "Oh Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, because there is none like you. There is none like our God. There is no God like our God, because he is great and greatly to be praised." I hope today that you'll give him the praise that he is due, because he's worthy. Don't just wait for Sunday. Don't wait for Wednesday, but praise him right now. Somebody wrote a song and said, praise him in advance. Praise him for all that he's done. Praise him for the good days. Praise him for the days that were better than the days before. Just give him glory, honor, and praise, because he alone is due all the glory and all the honor, now and forevermore. Always know that you're exceedingly and abundantly blessed. And may you always take the Lord with you everywhere you go, because he has a great blessing in store for you in this year of 2023. Expect it to be bigger and better than you ever envisioned it to be. And I'll talk to you again on tomorrow.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.